everything changes.
Hey Rockstars, welcome in to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. I took the day off New Year's Day yesterday. Today's January 2nd, 2020. If you caught the live show over on Dominic Primetime Treasure Hunters channel last night, thank you for joining. And also all of you that checked in with me on New Year's Eve, thank you. I hope you had a wonderful, safe New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. And now it is time to get attacking at work and business and selling some stuff, making some money, right? So I had a lot of people who inquired about an accountability sheet that I have put together for members of my private group. And I decided I'll show you guys a little glimpse of what it looks like so that if you decide to join the group, you can see ahead of time what it is, but also so you can do it on your own. 2020 is the year of accountability for you. You don't have to be a part of my group or anything else to do this. You could do this on your own, but I want to show you how you should be doing it and the best way to attack some of those short-term and long-term goals. One of my long-term goals for this year is to learn to speak a little better on videos without editing 1,000 times. So yeah, short-term goals, how to attack those goals and how to actually stick with a program and complete it. So it is what we do inside of the group. And if you want to do it on your own, absolutely feel free. Let me take you over to my computer, show you a little bit of what we do. And then if you feel that you can set it up and handle it yourself and stick to it, by all means. But the great thing about being in a group is that you have other people helping you, supporting you, driving you. You have me taking a look and adding you to the sheet and editing numbers and kind of taking a look and marking off everybody that has done a great job. And everyone that hasn't done a great job, you know, I'll contact you privately and say, hey, it looks like you didn't update your goals. You didn't reach your goals. You didn't do X. You did really good on eBay, but you did terrible on Poshmark or whatever it may be. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump over. I'll show it to you. And then if you do decide to join us, I thank you. I welcome you, and I'll link it below. Again, the whole year, $20.20. The entire package includes that year of the group and the accountability, along with all my videos and guides from 2019. Everything I ever sold is included in there. So again, the link will be below. Otherwise, let's take a look at how to crush your goals and how to keep yourself accountable and responsible in the new year. Okay, so here's a look at my accountability sheet for 2020, and this is just through Google Sheets, Google Docs. You can download this to an iPhone, Android, an iPad, any mobile device. You can also just Google up Google Sheets on your computer if you've never used this. Essentially, it's just like Microsoft Excel, except it's directly through a website, and you can access it anywhere in the world at any time simply by logging into your Gmail and going to the Google Docs, Google Sheets website, and then bringing up your files. You can save as many as you want. Okay, so you could actually have your accounting and your accountability, your goal sheet, all saved in one Google Doc, and then you're all ready to go. Okay, so the basics here are my name, and just so you know, I blacked out the bottom part because it shows other folks' names, which I don't want to show other people's. I'll just give you mine purely for the example. So up here, you've got the name tab here, which is great. And then you can just see that I put my name down here. And then if you were going to show somebody else, you could just skip a line. Underneath my name, you can see the skip line, and then the next person's name would start there. So you could do, 2 or 3 of your friends. You could create a little accountability group of you if you wanted, if you don't join our group, which is fine as well. We'd love to have you, but just in case you don't. And then you could add your friend Mary, and then your friend Tina, and then your friend Joe, and then whoever to the list, and each time just skip a line underneath of theirs. Okay, so then the task. Obviously, this is what you want to accomplish each day. Now, I do it for Monday or for 7 days. It just happened that the first was on a Wednesday, so I did it from Wednesday. You can do it any way you want. You can start from any day you want. You could do a month if you wanted. I do 7 days. I think it's best for the type of goals that we are trying to accomplish. Okay, and then so you can list your goals. You could do 1, you could do 5, you could do 10, and so you can see new eBay listings. So this is the amount of eBay listings I want to put up each day. And then we have RSF videos. So I kind of just, abbreviated Rockstarflipper videos. And so that's a video that I put up, you guys know, each day and each week. GG Video is something I'm working on privately. MailChimp, RSF, again, Rockstarflipper. This is my emails, and so this is me responding to emails every day and sending out emails. And then as we go down, there's just a whole bunch, my associates, my YouTube comments, just everything that I tend to do on a daily basis. These are kind of things that I slacked off on during last year. Not to say that I wasn't doing them, but I wanted to get done more of them. I want to respond to more of your questions and your emails and your messages and comments and things of that nature. So I put it on my list to keep up, because everything else that I do, like my Amazon is kind of on autopilot, so I'm never really behind on that. Those are things that I, if I see myself slacking on, I'll add them to the list at any time. And you could just right click and hit insert a row or insert a cell or whatever you need to do, and add more goals as they come along. So then as we have the first 7 days of this year, each day you'll just fill in the number that you did. And so if you have a goal that says paint my house, you can't really put a number in there. Like, you're not going to paint your house 7 times this week, once a day. What you could do is you could just make it a 1 for completed that task, or a 0 for didn't complete that task. And so if each day you wanted to do a little bit of work on painting your house, you could put a 1 if you did some paint work and a 0 if you didn't. And then at the end of the week, you'd see a 4 or a 5, and you'd know 4 days or 5 days out of the week you painted your house. So you could definitely do something like that. And then here at the end, you'll just create a total column after the last day. And this should be the sum of all 7 days. All 7 days across, or whatever you tend to do. If you don't know how to do formulas and sums for Excel, there's great YouTube videos about it. I probably have one, but you could just quickly YouTube search how to create formulas in Excel, and it will show you some of these basics to total it up. Now, the second column after this is goal, and so that's the goal that you will fill in, and each person that's a part of the page can fill in. So my goal for this was 100, and so 12 out of 100. And then you can create a third column that shows how plus or minus you are, again, using a formula, and then percent complete, again, using a formula. And it quickly shows me that I'm 88 short, and I'm 12% of the way done the goal. And so that's the way you would track it. Now, on Google Sheets, you can share this using the special link or inputting their email, and you could share it with anybody who's a part of the list, and you can have them only be able to view it, or only be able to view and edit it. You can change the settings. So another great thing with Google Sheets. Now, I, of course, am letting everybody edit this because they have paid. They're in the private group, and they need to be able to edit their own goals so long as they don't edit anyone else's goals. Of course, that would make sense because they're not tracking everyone else's goals. And that's it. So you pretty much just track this. And then at the end of the week, as a group owner, what I'm going to do is go back and scroll down these percentages. And when I see people completed 100%, 100%, 100%, 50, 50, 100, and they've done a pretty good job, I can basically, go in there and say, great job. It's an awesome thing that you've done. You need to work a little harder on your Poshmark shares because it looks like you finished everything except Posh. And then if I see somebody who hasn't input their goals and I see somebody who's not meeting their goals, then that would be something that I would want to reach out to them and work with them to improve. And so that's the point of our group and the point of the link below and all that. So there's your basic accountability 2020 sheet. It's the quickest way, easiest way to do it. Again, you could do it on your iPad and your iPhone, your Android device, your Android tablet. It's not as easy to do as it is on a computer or laptop, simply because on the tablets and the phones, you kind of have to double click the cells, type in your number, double click enter. It's a little more kind of quirky, kind of clanky, but on this computer and laptop, it's much easier. So I recommend that over everything. I do use my iPad to update this from time to time, but if I'm doing it for other people or checking on their stuff, certainly going to use a computer. Okay, that's accountability. I hope you guys stick to it, whether you're in my group or not. I hope you do something to keep yourself up to date. Let me know how it goes. Comment below, and hopefully if I can answer any questions, I will see them. I will answer them for you, and I appreciate it. Again, Happy New Year to everyone if I didn't talk to you yesterday, and I'll see you again tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern in just a couple hours for the live show. I'll see you guys there.